The #1 Endor news channel for 7 minutes and counting, the Endor Nightly News. Tonight's show is brought to you by Bob Saget, The Office, and Mr. Parrot's Fruity Loopy cereal.
Hello, I'm Michael Gapczynski, your Ewok anchorman. I'm here with my partner in crime, John Williams.
Tonight we have several things in store for our viewers. We have a new Crisis on Endor, and local Ewok Al Gore will guest star.
That's right, John. Our top story tonight is global warming hits Endor. Al Gore had this to say.
I told you so, I knew it, I was right, haha.
We interrupt this gloating to bring you this special news report.
The polar ice caps are melting. These shocking pictures show the devastation caused by this crisis.
Now back to Al Gore with the latest news on global warming.
Well, Michael, when the Death Star exploded, it released very large amounts of CO2 or carbon dioxide into Endor's atmosphere. It then spread and infiltrated our tree-filled atmosphere. This is very bad because the amount of CO2 in our atmosphere is the equivalent of the amount of CO2 in the atmosphere of Earth during the 21st century.
So, Al, what does this mean for Endor?
Well, Michael, it means that Endor will continue to get warmer, much warmer. You have already seen the results for yourself.
So why is this happening, Al?
It is all because of a thing we scientists like to call the greenhouse effect.
So, what is that?
Well, when our star sends radiation to Endor, it sends it in the form of light, infrared, and UV or ultraviolet rays. The light rays
Allow us to see.
The ultraviolet rays enter its atmosphere and are blocked when they hit the ozone layer.
What about the infrared rays?
Well, Michael, that is where the problem is. Normally the infrared rays are reflected back into space, leaving a little around to heat up the planet, which is a good thing.
So what's the problem?
When the Death Star exploded, it created the layer of CO2 that now exists around our atmosphere, as I talked about earlier. The problem is that CO2 blocks infrared rays much more than our normal atmosphere would. This traps the infrared rays inside, much like a greenhouse, hence the name. This causes more infrared rays to stay in our atmosphere and heat it.
Hold on. It wasn't a major problem on Earth, and it isn't here.
How can you say that? Al has been kind enough to come on the show and speak to us. How could you insult him like that?
Calm down, Michael. John is right.
I am? Yes, he is completely right. During Earth's greenhouse effect, it was not a major problem because it was a very slow temperature change and could easily be countered by cutting CO2 emissions, not very hard. However, the explosion of the Death Star has created a large acceleration of the process. It is what would have happened to Earth had they had not done anything to cut down CO2 emissions or anything they did. And so that is why it's a major problem, John. Oh, now that you mention it, it is starting to get really hot in here.
Well, thanks for coming on the show, Al. We appreciate it.
That's it for the Endor Nightly News. Al Gore by Johnny Williams.